Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred. So this is a guide for those who are interested to know more about leveling in this game. And there are two guides also relevant to this topic as well. One is the seasonal guide, because I presume you like to play season as well. And another one is the one that I'm going to make, which is how to make your character stronger as well, because you need both guide to help you to level faster as well. But this guide is very focusing on what you do as you level up to the max of 100. Now, just to set expectation, leveling in this game is not like Diablo 3, whereby you can ask a friend to level you to max level within 10 minutes. It's not going to happen that way. You can also do it solo as well. Grouping will give you a lot more experience. We'll get to that in just a bit. I've done it last season, so to set some expectation, my Psyker was by and large a solo character back in season 4, and it's my second character. So second character is usually faster than the first character because you get more materials to make your character stronger, of course. And I spent around 80 hours to get there. All right, so that is how much time I spent on my cycle. Now you could get it faster too through grouping and other means, but not necessarily the most fun way, I would say. So it's going to be a balance between the two. Crusader was my first seasonal character in season 4, and I spent a lot of time, and of course, this is not indicative of how long it took me to level 100, because I have spent time to gear up and experimenting build, but I spent there about close to 300 hours playing this. So it's going to be a fun game, but it's not going to be a quick and easy for you to get to the end. Level 100. So now, for Season 4, I'm playing a Tech Priest, and currently at 78, spend around 26 hours to it. I've done a lot of grouping. It helps me to level up faster, but I presume the next 20 level or so is going to be the hardest one, because usually that's the case. It's a little bit like a Path of Exile, but it's not as punishing because there's no XP penalty should the character get defeated. And seldom, to be honest, seldom a character get defeated in this game if you know what you're doing. All right, now let's start with the when you start playing the character at level 1. What should you do? Now, obviously, I would strongly recommend you to play the story mode, which is the main mission as well as the side mission as well, and that would take you around about level 70 if you play like just be a little bit thorough for most of the classes. But for Tech Priest, because you only start with from the Prophecy DLC onwards, so it will take you to around level 60. And there's still, of course, a long way from 60 to 100, but I still strongly recommend people to play the story mode. And if you have not played any DLC, I also would recommend unlocking DLC through Fate, or even through your Steam wallet, or just purchase the DLC. It is worth it. It's extra story. It's not that expensive, especially on discount. But they also give you a little bit more like fun and XP as well. Do you need to do DLC for all characters? No, not really. Once you've done the DLC, you unlock certain things and you just leave it as it is. You don't have to play it again. But there are some DLC, of course, is more interesting than others. Yeah. Now the other thing I would like to share with you, and as you level up as well, is that beyond level 50, you have something called War Zone. Now, War Zone is not necessarily a great place for XP, but it's a fantastic place for you to farm gears. I've got every time you finish a mission, you're likely to have a very nice ancient gear, or even legendary or Archaeotech legendary gear. So it's a lot of very, very good gear as you level. The interesting thing is that you start with level 50, and the War Zone does not allow you to jump the level. So you have to progress through level 50, and then each battle increase the level by one, and so on. And you will have to work through your level War Zone. My strong recommendation is that you start at level 50, you start playing War Zone, but do go back to the War Zone as you level up, because otherwise your War Zone progress will be lacking behind, and it's really not fun to try to go back to the level 50 Warzone when you're already level 80, because you need to do a lot of Warzone to get there. So my suggestion, just keep playing Warzone to keep it up with your level. It's not exactly the most fun thing, but it's the most rewarding thing for your gear, and the gear is important for you to be strong and level up a little bit faster as well. Now, after you've completed the story, what should you be doing? Well, another great thing is a seasonal kind of objective as well, because you need to work through a lot of seasonal objective to see, like, you need to avoid crusade and so on. So I've got a guide, like I said, on seasonal objective, but you should start working on some of this seasonal objective and grant something that is specific to it. For example, one of the seasonal objective is to have an influence of 800 to all systems and above all the systems. So, what you could do is to start to pick up any of those quests or mission that is not 800, and just keep working on it until those hit 800. And that's one of the things that you could do as well. Mission can be quite interesting as well, because some of them could be like maybe they're green to you, but you can add tarot card to make it more interesting. Like, this is experience point is 1706. You can add some tarot card to it and make it more like a rewarding, right? And you can increase the difficulties to increase your experience point by 5 or 6 times, right? So that itself is a very good way to get XP. And of course, observe what the hazard is and try to pump up the level as high as you can handle. Later on, you'll have other tarot card that can add 5 level to the mission, or even add 8 level to the mission, or more insanely add 11 level to the mission. I recommend you do this when you are in a group, but adding 5 or 8 level to the mission is doable when the mission is at your level. So I would strongly recommend you position yourself in a mission whereby it's the highest you can do, but not too hard that is too slow for you to clear. So clear speed is important. Another thing that you could do while you finish the storyline is to start the Void Crusade as well. Void Crusade is a very, very interesting way to play the game. But my advice is that do read up the guides in Steam, or even my YouTube channel have some Void Crusade kind of like run or maps and as well. There's a way for you to progress through the Void Crusade in the most optimized way. Void Crusade is not greatly known for XP on the initial part of the Void Crusade, because you need to do around 20 odd missions in order to complete the entire Void Crusade. If you want to do the complete one, master the Void Crusade, and it takes time for 20 odd. And your source of XP is not at the beginning; it's towards the end of it that you get more XP. So that's one way for you to break the monotonous of leveling or just grinding through Warzone or doing missions, is through doing the Void Crusade, which to me is one of the most fun kind of game mode. But it's also it can take quite some time as well. All right. So now, with that said, I mean, the most once you say you get to level 80 and above, or 85 and above, if you're really up for XP, and assuming that you have some gear that with the XP kind of affixes, like increase experience point, one thing to note is that you could use meme virus, which is a consumable for you to increase the XP for the next mission. So they've changed the mechanic of it. It used to be next 5 mission, but now it's the next mission. So you can use this, and you can also get this consumable if you use one of the tarot card, Perseverance, and they will kind of drop more intel and experience as well. And also the intel and consumable, sorry. And the other one is that intel is by far, from my experience, the best way for you to get XP. And you could also use the intel with the tarot card, make it as hard as you can do, but fast enough for you to clear, and also with your friends as well, because with the friends you get really a lot of XP, and that is really what I would recommend you to do. Once you hit level 85 and above, this is probably the most efficient way for you to get there. But having said that, I mean, there are many ways to play this game, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a level 100 to be fun as well. So I would say just work with your seasonal journey. Be aware of all these war zone mechanic for you to have extra gear. You can use this opportunity to experiment builds as well and do many things. Do Void Crusade, experience it, and before you know it, you hit 100 anyway. So I hope this guide is useful to you. I'll put extra thoughts on my on my video at the description below if you do check out the comments, if I have extra kind of thoughts, and if you do have other tips for you to share with other friends, please do so in the comment box below as well. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.